Hey guys, Steve here from Blossom Racing. Enjoying this nice weather today. Today we're going to talk about setting up the clutch, the alignment, and the tension on the belt. This is how we do it here at Blossom Racing. There's several different ways to do this, but let me show you how we do it. So the two tools that you can use, this is the Blossom Racing offset tool, and this is just a 5/16 key stock, probably a couple feet long. So with our tool, you got the section right here. These slots is where the secondary clutch is going to go, and then you got the little finger on the front, which that's going to go behind the primary clutch. So using this clutch setup right here, take our alignment tool, set it on the secondary sheave just like that, and then I'm going to pull it up against the secondary sheave. And then on the front, that little tab that hangs down, you just roll it, and you just barely want it to go right behind that sheave. It is just barely touching it. Okay, so that's using our offset tool. Using the 5/16 key stock, just come in here, lay it on the back of the secondary sheave just like that, and pinch it right up against it. And if you come up to the front, when you lay it down, the back of the sheave and the right hand side of the key should line up. So that is how you get the alignment. So if you were looking at it straight from the back, the primary clutch is going to be 5/16 of an inch closer to the motor. So your stagger, your offset from the secondary goes to the right onto the primary. Okay, all right, now let's get into the belt. Let me set the camera up over here, and I'll show you how we get the tension on our belts. All right, so just grab a hold of your belt and put it on your clutch. Usually roll the car forward 3-4 feet, roll it backwards 3 or 4 feet. Make sure that it's all up on the secondary. Everything looks good. So all I do is I take my right hand and I'll grab a hold of my helix. The reason why I'm grabbing a hold of that is because I don't want it to turn. I'll grab a hold of the top of the belt right up by the primary clutch, and I'm going to pinch down on that belt, and I'm going to slide it backwards, and you can see the belt spinning. Okay, so it's a feel thing. So here's what the feel is. So if I have to grab a hold of this belt like this with every finger, my whole hand, squeeze down and pull just to get it to spin around, then that means that it's too tight. If I can grab a hold of it with my pointing finger and my thumb and pull, and it spins, then you're too loose. You got to have something right in the middle. So when you grab a hold and you pull it, you just want a little bit of tension on it. Okay. Some people will just hold the belt and they actually turn the secondary like that and just feel for the tension on it. That's another way to set it. Other people will come in here with their feeler gauges and get their air gap, and they'll set it up like that. So this is how we set it up here. And then the ultimate test is going to be, you throw your kid into the car, throw your belt on, everything on the motor, start the car up, have your kid just stand on the brake pedal. Roll the car forward, backward, get the belt on, bring your RPM up to what you normally idle at the track. If it's 1190 motor, you know, it's 3,000, 3,500. 890, 790 motor, you know, 4,000, 4,500. So anyway, get it idled up to what you idle at the starting line, and then all you do is you just have your kid take their foot off the brake. When they take their foot off the brake, if the car sits here and just barely moves forward, right? Just barely moving, hardly at all. That would indicate that maybe the belt is too loose. If the kid takes the foot off the brake and all of a sudden the car just takes off and like starts going down track, then obviously your belt's too tight. You need something kind of in the middle of that, to where, let's say if they glue the track, or if your track's really sticky, you fire it up, you want enough friction on this belt to be able to pull you into the lights. At the track, sometimes you'll see kids up there and they're rocking back and forth, hopping up and down in their car. Basically, all that means is the belt's just not tight enough. They need to tighten that belt up. Sometimes there's something wrong with their clutch and they have to do that. But most of the time, the belt is just not tight enough. You know, slide the motor like about a 1/16 of an inch, because that 1/16 of an inch is a lot because of all the angles that you have on the belt. You know, you have this big round section where the belt completely touches here and here. So that 1/16 of an inch is like tightening this like a 1/2 inch or an inch. So hopefully that helps you guys out for setting up your belts. All right, so have a good day, guys. On to the next video.